Good morning. It's a tough start to the day today. Here's a look at what we can expect on the roads. Really intense winds out there. We've got gusts now to hitting 60 miles per hour and blowing snow, even where the snow is done falling. It's still blowing and causing some issues on the road. So we want you to use caution and maybe don't even travel today if you can avoid it. And in fact, we now have a travel alert for eastern North Dakota. And on our DOT maps in North Dakota, we've got basically snow-covered roads across the entire eastern portion of the state with conditions that are going to be on the tough side, and it's going to continue to be tough through the day today. If we can take a look at that North Dakota DOT map, we're seeing those conditions that are going to be, once again, not ideal. So there we go. There's the purple on the map. So where you see the light shaded purple, that's where a travel alert has been issued for the blowing snow. So again, eastern parts of the state, right along the immediate Red River Valley, hiding behind our little map there. And in addition, where any of those roads are shaded in purple, that's where we have some snow-covered roads and areas where we have blowing and drifting happening too. Over into Minnesota, well, we're looking at similar conditions, especially along the Red River area. You know, that funneling effect from that northerly wind causing some areas where we have some snow-covered roads. This one, there's a lot going on, but basically just keep in mind, looking at the road surfaces, where you see the green lines, that's where the roads are seasonal at the moment, or listed from Minnesota as such. But where we see blues and purples, that's where we've got snow on the roads there too. So northern Minnesota really being impacted. And this will change throughout the morning as we see more snow move into that area here to start off the day today. So let's take a look around here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Visibility is really tough. Even in town, we are looking at our Valley News Live First Alert SkyCam network, a live view at the Luther Family Forge. You can see our visibility is low. We've got the shaking camera and the drifting going on in that lot there as well. So this is going to be what you encounter as you're hitting the roads here this morning in that area. Here's a look at our winds. That gust to 61 in Sisseton, 55 in Fargo, 52 in Grand Forks right now. We're also, again, talking about that wind blowing snow that's already fallen around. So even if you're not seeing blue overhead where you are on the radar map, that doesn't mean that conditions are okay or that visibility is great where you happen to be. And in fact, you could see that the heaviest snowfall happening over Fargo at the moment, and over by Detroit Lakes too. We're starting to see that heavier band set up over you, where it's quieting down a little bit more in Grand Forks. Again, I say quieting in a relative sense. It's not as bad as it was, but you still have the blowing snow and low visibilities there. Southeastern North Dakota, similar situation for you as well, with some of these heavier bands moving through. So again, the snow moving through, visibility is going to be on the low end as we continue on through the day today. We'll continue to watch our visibility reports down to about a quarter mile or even near zero in some areas. Your temperatures dropping from northwest to southeast. We'll all see those temperatures at like 1 in Langdon here as we head through the day, and wind chills that are similar to, we're now down to 21 below in Grand Forks. So wind chills getting into that dangerous range yet again here in your forecast for today. Let's take a look at your hour by hour planner here. We're looking at conditions that are going to continue to be tough as far as the wind is concerned. The snow gradually moving eastward, but it may take its time in some areas. We'll see the snow ramping up in places like Wadena this morning and stick around there the longest as well. By noon, starting to wind down the snow, but this wind is still quite strong at that point. And then heading into the afternoon, we're talking about conditions that are going to get quite cold with still some blowing snow. It's not until later tonight that we start to see that wind ease up even just a little bit, but it's still going to be windy and breezy even into the nighttime hours tonight, and that means dangerous wind chills. Another look at that 7-day planner here. We're looking at conditions that are going to be cold for your Christmas Eve especially. We try to recover into Christmas Day with some sunshine.
Lisa, thank you very much. And we've just been notified the travel alert for eastern North Dakota. I'm going to look at my computer here. It covers many eastern counties, including Grand Forks and Cass County as well, so be careful out there if you do have to travel this morning. And we have been warning about this. We have been warning you about this storm now for quite a few days, and it's here. High winds, snow, all that makes for dangerous, treacherous travel even. The Valley Today's Brian Sherrod, he joins us live in North Fargo with a look at what it's like right now. Brian, what's it like out there?
Well, good morning, Jordan. And the winds have picked up much heavier than they did in the last hour that I've been out here. You know, the roadways are still showing how much the snow is really being pushed across the street, and we're showing you that on the camera right now. There have been a lot more cars traveling on the roadways than I expected, and you can also see that you really can't see much in front of you. So like from me here to the light that you just saw right behind me, or that you're going to be able to see, you really cannot see that far ahead of you. So you want to make sure that you're taking extra caution and being extra careful driving on the roadways, because even just being outside of the car, it feels like the wind is just pushing me over. Even being in the car, it feels like the wind is just pushing on the car. Now, in the last hour, I told you about 2 flight cancellations, and now they have added 2 more. So if you're flying with the Hector International Airport, I want to let you know that 7:30 this morning, if you have a flight to Chicago, that is canceled. 9 this morning to Denver, same thing. 10:34 to Chicago and 11:56 to Denver. They are canceled as of right now, and there are 2 flights that are delayed. For right now, they're delayed 15 minutes. I'm going to continue checking those out just to make sure to see if there's any changes with those as well, and also letting you know that there are 2 flights that are still on time. Again, I'll keep you updated with that, but continuing to look at these roadways. Again, cars are following instructions. They are driving the speed limit. They're not speeding, which is a good sign, I should definitely say. You know, if you don't have to be on these roadways, do not be on these roadways. I would consider staying home, but if you do have to go to work, or you do have to, let's say, run an errand of some sort this early, just be extra cautious on these roadways. These winds really are picking up. It is cold, and you want to make sure, again, I can't stress this enough, be cautious.
Good advice out there on this morning. Brian Sherrod reporting live. Thank you.